Hey Gemini Cancer, how's everyone? Checking out your October 1st to 15th energies, see what's going on. I'm just shuffling your oracle card. We're going to start off with an Egyptian oracle, ancient Egyptian oracle, because that's better than the modern day Egyptian oracle. So, let's check it out. You guys have concerns. You have concerns. First thing I get from this card is Humpty Dumpty. So let's check out concerns. Concerns. Cubit 7. Problems and worries. Other people may well feel that they are distant and detached. We are in a world of our own, and our personal concerns cause us to be preoccupied with private problems and their hoped-for solution. Some of these problems are being magnified out of proportion and need to be taken out of the shadows, where they are assuming gigantic stature and examined by the light of day. Wow. We also have the opinion that we can deal with things ourselves and do not need to seek advice from others. We should remember that this attitude might spring from egocentric impulses. We are not islands, and we are reliant on our fellows for sustenance and survival. Okay, so what did I say when I first looked at this card was Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, he fell, he got all hurt. He had to have all the king's horses and all the king's men put him back together again. So, there is something major that you're going through, and you are going to need some assistance from other people, from everybody, from the whole community, it feels like. So, that brings me right to like flooding and that kind of stuff, like probably weather devastation in some way. And I feel like you want to do it all on your own, but you really need help from other people at this point, and you might as well get the help that is offered, because it's going to be impossible to do it on your own, I feel like. And like even in this card, I feel like there's water, and that would be like probably the moon. So there's definitely probably water involved here. Something has caused a lot of concerns in your present day. I feel like it's out of the blue too. It's like you weren't expecting it, and then it happened, and now it's like time to accept that help. So, we are going to cut the tarot deck here. Your first card is Judgment. Okay, so again I get the water feeling. I get a feeling of praying, asking for help, like praying for help. But remember, it's coming here in the form of a whole community kind of a feeling. So everybody's going to help each other here. And I have a feeling you have a role to play too. You're going to help in this as well, even though you've got your own concerns. You do have the Alchemist, so you've got all the tools you need, or at least someone is supplying these tools. Like you don't have to go and buy these tools, they're already offered to you in some way. That could go for a job too, like if you are doing a job and you're concerned that you might not have the tools to do the job, just ask, because I have a feeling there's no problem to get these tools. And one of my bosses always said we want to make sure we have the right tools to do the job. So you always want to make sure you've got the right tools. Don't try and get away with, and I don't mean get away with, I mean don't try and necessarily do with what you have here, because I feel like there's more means than you realize. Yeah, you're definitely going to get help here. There's somebody ready to offer whatever help you need. You do have the Eight of Swords. I'm getting that water feeling again. And I feel like if it is the case that something happened weather-wise, then you may be flooded out for a time being. You might not be able to get back to your house right now. So like you're in a shelter or something like that. But there's so much help around you. So don't think you're helpless or something like that, because I feel like that's kind of the energy I'm getting from it. Okay, and here's rebuilding. Okay, so rebuilding's coming soon. It's not going to be too far off in the distance here. You're going to be able to get back to your house. You're going to be exhausted, tired, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, let me just look back at this concerns card. Okay. Okay, so if you were holding things inside that are like basically overwhelming you, some kind of worries overwhelming you, I feel like by the end of this 2 weeks you're ready to put those worries and concerns down and start working towards something new, or at least try to fix the situation that is causing all this concern. So I do see like you personally working this out. But if somebody is going to offer you some help, I really think you should take it. I feel like you may be offered a place to stay for a short period of time. But definitely your problems are going to be coming to the light here. So rather than keeping them all bottled up, they're coming out. And so other people will probably know about it. But this is where the help comes in. So don't feel helpless, because there are people willing to help you. And it's going to get you out of whatever rut you felt like you were in. So that actually looks super positive. We're going to check out an angel therapy card for you guys as well. And I'm just going to shuffle them quickly. Okay. I don't want to shuffle them like this too much because they fly everywhere. And you guys have throat chakra. The angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. Okay, so if there was some concerns being bottled up, you're finally allowed to, or like you're able to speak them out, and I feel that's why they come to light. Anyways, is because you are being honest and true to yourself here. And it's almost like finally. I feel like there's a finally. I also feel like if you were in that disaster kind of situation, then you're gonna want to let people know that you do need help. You can't do it all by yourself. And I'm going to take a special card for you guys because this does feel like a disaster situation, and these cards are basically set up for that kind of a scenario to give you a little support in times of a disaster. So, I'm just going to pull one card. Oops. And I was going to take this one anyway, so you get this one. When under stress, you might have trouble concentrating, thinking clearly, or making decisions. Remember, this is coming during a stressful time. Okay, so it feels like this is just reassuring you not to worry too much. Because the stress is overwhelming you. It's the inside concerns, the things you're holding in, that are really bogging you down. And so then your decisions aren't being made clearly, which would definitely be this Eight of Swords kind of energy, because she's not sure which way to go, she's tied up and blindfolded. She can't make any decisions in that kind of a stressful situation, right? So I kind of want to pull one more card because that one came out so strangely. Okay, I'm going to cut it actually this time. You guys have think positively, focus on your strengths and what you can do to recover. So I feel like recovery is the Ten of Wands, so it is coming. And I feel like that's also where you can help out, is what your strengths are and where you can help others while they're helping you. It's a real give and take kind of thing in a disaster situation. Community can come together in ways that you'd never imagine. So I really hope that helps for you guys. I think we should all pray just in case there are people going through this particular scenario that I've kind of laid out here. That would be so horrible. So everybody give them a little love, and I hope that you're not going through this, but if you are, much love to you, and we all hope and pray that you're going to make it out, which we know you're gonna, because that's what the cards are telling us anyways, right? So take care of yourself for now, and I'll talk to you in mid-October. Okay, guys? Take care.